I mean, it feels like a physical game every game. Feels like it's been a physical season. But yes, I think, I feel like I've been on the ground a little bit more this series so far. But we just keep getting back up, so that's all you can really say.
The WNBA semifinals between the Indiana Fever and Las Vegas Aces has erupted into controversy, with Caitlin Clark voicing her fury after a bruising Game 2 that left teammate Lexie Hull battered and questionable for Game 3. What should have been a showcase of elite basketball spiraled into chaos as 41 fouls were called in the game, 16 of them coming in just one quarter. Instead of a smooth contest of skill, the matchup turned into a stop-and-go battle where players were hitting the floor nearly every possession, and the officials' whistles became the main storyline.
And A'ja Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces lose Game 1 on their home court to the Indiana Fever, 89-73. The Indiana Fever were in control of this game from start to finish.
React. And then look at this. This one, their arms lock up, but you gotta let go at some point. Like, you can't bring the person closer to you and just stay locked in while the offensive player is trying to get the rebound. But we know A'ja Wilson only receives fouls.
From the opening minutes, Las Vegas...
Indiana had already stunned the defending champions in Game 1 with discipline and precision, led by Kelsey Mitchell's explosive 34 points. That victory was not just a win but a statement that the Fever belonged in the playoff spotlight. But in Game 2, the Aces leaned on brute physicality, with A'ja Wilson's aggressive play leaving Hull on the ground multiple times, sparking outrage among Fever fans. Despite Hull fighting through a lingering back injury, she tied a franchise playoff record with 5 three-pointers, showing grit that inspired her teammates and supporters alike. Yet the whistle imbalance could not be ignored. While Wilson's stat line glowed with 25 points, 9 rebounds, and defensive highlights, many pointed out that her success came from repeated collisions and favorable foul calls that Indiana simply wasn't awarded at the other end.
Steph, why don't you think you were able to find any flow, and when that was the case, what are you trying to do to jumpstart things, maybe on the defense?
Well, it's hard for us to find flow when there's a foul call every 10 seconds. I mean, it just really is. And when they're at the free throw line, we can't get up and down the floor, and that's a challenge. They were much more aggressive and physical defensively, we didn't counter that with our off-ball actions or with our back cuts. So they took us out of our comfort zone. I mean, offense is about rhythm, it's about timing, it's about spacing. We allowed them to do that, and they kept us from doing it.
Even Fever star Aaliyah Boston, who collected 13 rebounds, described the constant elbows and shoves she endured as relentless, highlighting the lack of accountability from referees. Caitlin Clark, sidelined but fully invested in her team's fight, did not hide her frustration, pointing to the lack of flow and rhythm that comes when fouls are called every 10 seconds. The Fever's identity as a team built on pace and ball movement was shattered, forcing them into uncomfortable half-court sets. Meanwhile, Vegas thrived at the free throw line, capitalizing on every stoppage. Now, as the series shifts back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, the spotlight burns brighter. The Fever return to their home court with momentum waiting to swing, backed by a crowd of over 17,000 fans eager to make their voices heard.
Yeah, Lexie, obviously you were a late add to the injury report today. Just how are you feeling this morning with your back, and what do you have to do to be able to play?
I mean, I'm feeling sore still, but I think just a lot of treatment, trying to get, our bodies as ready as we can be. Part of playoffs, I think, for everyone is it's the end of the season. Everyone's a little fatigued, everyone's a little sore. So just trying to go out there and do the best I can. A lot of treatment with our trainers. I'm really thankful for them to spend a lot of time with me today, a lot of time with me yesterday, getting me ready for tonight.
Home advantage in Indiana is no small factor. Every whistle, every shove, and every missed call will be magnified by an audience that refuses to stay silent. For players like Hull, Boston, and Mitchell, that energy could be the turning point in reclaiming control of the series. This is more than just a playoff battle. It's a test of resilience, fairness, and competitive spirit. The Fever have already proven they can dismantle the Aces with discipline. Now, the question is whether they can channel the frustration of Game 2 into fire, protect their home court, and push Las Vegas to the brink. Game 3 is not just another matchup, it's the pivot point that could define the series.